Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss the poetic devices that are present in the poem Aunt Jennifer's Tigers written by Adrian Rich. This poem comes in Class 12 CBSE English Core. Though this poem looks very simple, it has got a lot of devices present in this. First, let's see the rhyme scheme of the poem. The rhyme scheme follows AABV pattern. This poem has got three different stanzas and each stanza follows the same rhyme scheme pattern. Then comes imagery. The poet has used a vivid language to describe about the tiger. Bright topaz denizens of world of green. In this particular line you can find imagery. Then metaphor is used. The poet has used the words bright topaz to show the vibrant yellow color of the tigers. So it is a direct comparison. Metaphor is used here. Then alliteration you can find here. The repetition of the letter C in these following words like chivalric certainty. C is repeated in each word. Then consonants. Here you can see the consonant sound, that is S sound, is prominent in this particular line, poetic line. Jennifer's tigers prance across the screen. You can see the difference. Then assonance is used. Assonance is a device where the poet uses the one of the vowel sounds repeating in the same line. Here you can see the vowel E is repeated. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. Then anaphora is used. It is the repetition of a word at the start of two or more consecutive lines especially. So here you can see they do not fear the men beneath the tree. The word they has been repeated in the consecutive lines, so it's called anaphora. Then you can find again alliteration. Here the repetition of the letter F is repeating. The repetition like fluttering fingers. F repeated. Then hyperbole is used. This particular some people pronounce like hyperbole, but actually you have to say it as hyperbole. This is simply an exaggeration. The poet giving a hype. Okay, so actually he is telling, the poet Adrian Rich is telling, comparing the ring as a massive weight, but actually ring won't weigh much. But in order to express the dominance of the male Chawnee society, she has hyped, and that's why it's called hyperbole. Then transferred epithet. The poet used terrified hands to show that Aunt Jennifer was terrified even after her death. So here hands are not terrified, but aunt is terrified. So this is how this particular device is used here. Then paradox. Paradox and contrast, they have a subtle difference. So almost they are same, but a slight difference will be there. So paradox is when the logic is broken, whereas contrast is putting contradictory ideas to express opposition. That's all. So let's see paradox here. Aunt Jennifer's fingers are fluttering, but she's creating something that requires certainty. She's embroidering the tigers in the panel. So this is paradox. And contrast. So here two different contrast ideas are expressed. That is, Aunt Jennifer is weak, whereas the tiger which she is embroidering is brave enough. So this is contrast. And synecdoche is used here, but most students pronounce it as synecdoche, but it is synecdoche. So here the particular part of word or the part of word only represent the whole, vice versa. Here terrified hands not only talk about her hands, but the whole body is the synecdoche. So sometimes you may confuse synecdoche with transfer epithet. So once again you can um, understand the difference. Transfer epithet is when terrified hands. Hands are not terrified, but ant is terrified. But here, terrified hands don't mean ant, but the whole body is terrified. So this is a difference between synecdoche and transfer epithet. So thank you for watching. Thank you.